Hi, welcome to AlextheRed&More. So Liverpool 2-0 defeated Everton. Title chances, everyone's saying properly over now. Well, I said they were over after the defeat at home to Crystal Palace, and I've been proved exactly right because Liverpool are never going to win 6 out of 6 after the previous bottling of form they've been in end of March to this mid-March to recently in this month April, and with the way Klopp always seems to be changing teams to the wrong one and making substitutions way too late, there was absolutely no way they were going to win 6 out of 6. So in summary, unfortunately, I do have to class this as a bottle job, I guess, and unfortunately, like Klopp's other seasons at like Mainz and Dortmund, unfortunately, it does seem he will be going out with a whimper, and the only thing really left to do now is just to mathematically secure top 4, which realistically is only just still one win away, and Liverpool should still somehow find that somewhere. But okay, but from last night's game, the main reason, of course, for that the way it played and losing was mainly because of the amount of changes Klopp made compared to the win at Fulham on Sunday. Made like 5 or 6 changes with, mainly in the midfield where Endo, Elliott, and Graham Birch were replaced with McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Jones, and that clearly proved clear as to the reason why we lost, because there was no control at all in midfield. It was too super aggressive from the start, and in Merseyside derby, that is always going to lead to bad things because you need to remain calm and controlled in these Merseyside derby situations to quieten the crowd down, and I should have seen that coming sort of more or less from the start when Everton had a penalty ruled out for offside. But the main two disappointments of last night was Salah and Nunez. Salah and Nunez' time at Liverpool, I think, unfortunately, is going to be coming to an end now. Well, Salah definitely because of his age now, of his going into his old ages now as a footballer, because he no longer has the pace and he's always just hoping for a left shot wonder goal, and he's always spoofing it high or wide, almost kicking. And this time, his head definitely seems to be in the clouds and looking for maybe a move to Saudi Arabia or whatever. And also Nunez. But for Nunez, I'd say the mid part of the season, I thought he was definitely going to be here more for long term because he was looking quite decent between January and March. A couple of goals scored and a couple of late winners early on in the season, but now with a load of missed chances, recently missed games, and looking so unconvincing and uninspiring, I think his time is definitely up as well, because I gave him benefit of the doubt last season. A new song, maybe he would have done better for new midfield, and he did do at starts, but now is the time to say he's definitely not here for the long term, and definitely needs probably moving on if possible. And even though I thought Gakpo was sort of poor this season, I'd say he's probably even the best of the strikers in recent games, because he actually looks a lot more composed and has been let down by some other players in certain situations, and it had to be of tonight's of all nights. He has to go and be with his wife girlfriend in labour, but he definitely needs to start the next game back. He's available, like at West Ham away on Saturday. And of course, Jota has to be injured again. Luck with those injuries. If only he could stay fit, who knows where Liverpool would have been, not just this season, but in previous other seasons. But the attack definitely needs some sort of revamp next season, with the expected departure of Salah and even Nunez. I think we need at least 2 new attackers, but I think one of them could be like Fabio Carvalho returning from Hull. He definitely needs a chance under new manager now, which is probably going to be on the slot as it stands. I'll do a video about him, I guess, later when it's officially confirmed by Liverpool themselves. But also defence-wise, poor as well. Main blame for that is Konate. He's been so poor of late, and I can't believe Klopp has been still choosing him over Quanta. yes, I know Kwanzaa made that awful mistake, but that is the only rarity of him this season because for the whole majority of the season he's looked great. For example, against Man City at home he did really, really well, and in some other big tight games he looked composed. But Konate's looked shaky ever since coming back in for Kwanzaa, and Klopp still picks him over him. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Last season I said that the players were more to blame because it was a lot of the older set last season which Klopp properly trusted from him giving him success from the previous seasons, like winning stuff. So it was definitely the older players of like Henson, Fabinho, and Thiago of last season which hopefully let them down. And but this season, more of the blame, especially this later part of the season, more of the blame has to be on Klopp because him announcing he's leaving is he's definitely not said the right thing or trained the players properly enough. Even though he's leaving, he's not done them well enough, and that it's obvious because after that 4-3 defeat to Man U in the FA Cup, the international break was the perfect chance to reset and get them in the right mindset again to go ahead for this final run in. But he's obviously failed somewhere in doing that, and that is was to blame as well. And and he's totally through the Europa League quarter final against Atlanta away because he's picked out the wrong line, made too many changes when he should have gone full strength for a quarter final. As when you get to a quarter final of any competition, you cannot play a slightly under strength team when the Premier League is sort of too tight and possibly out of your hands. And even though won it at Atlanta, that was never going to be enough to beat Atlanta anymore. Would have been very confident after that 3-0 win at Anfield, and because the South had draw Liverpool on, we should have minimum got to that final in Dublin, and sort of almost unforgivable. Klopp threw it away, and it even just feels like a change is so needed with a new manager coming in. Now at Liverpool, just so frustrating, and you can definitely tell because of the sort of inexperience of these new players being in these high pressure situations, and that they probably need this season as a new manager to not make the same mistakes in future seasons. But anyway, I'm out.